Listen to what this man say.
No other train has passed that train. I do not know if we're gonna make it or when we're gonna make it. So know when you get on, these are your choices.
You hear that shit?
The train that left from here at 8 o'clock this morning. The train that left St. Louis at 8 a.m.
Listen.
Make it to Chicago, they said. That's a little, and they don't even know, like they lost communication with the train. That's some scary.
How is it possible for an Amtrak train filled with 253 passengers?
Hey, welcome to the channel. Glad you stopped by. We're going to check out some of the craziest videos going on the internet. It's going viral. And I'll tell you, some of these videos kept me up. So if I can get you guys to hit the like, share the video, subscribe if you like what I'm doing. And let's get into the video, y'all.
To just vanish. So get this shit. Allegedly, an Amtrak train leaves St. Louis going to Chicago and this shit winds up missing. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit. That man basically said, you guys can enter this train if you want to. It's not on us. Whatever is going on with these trains don't got shit to do with us. Y'all can get on this train if you want. But we're not saying that you're going to get to your destination safe. But basically a train with 253 people was missing. They lost it. No communication, no nothing. Mind you, they're saying that that train could have quote unquote derailed and they didn't even know. Here it is. The train left St. Louis on its way to Chicago and they have no contact with anybody. Nobody at all that was on that train. That shit don't sound right. As soon as I hear more about this shit, I'm gonna let you know what happened. I'm out.
Think about it, y'all. Think about it.
It is the end of freedom, and it's the beginning of digital feudalism. Trump is not who we need to be worried about. The real kings are the tech giants who rule over the digital world. A digital ID is not just an online copy of your driver's license. It is your entire identity contained and monitored in an online file. They will know everything about you. And when I say everything, I mean everything. This is the coming of a complete and total surveillance state. Everything you do will require your digital ID and will be tracked in your file. And you do not have control over this file. Your work history will be connected to your digital ID. Your financial transactions will be connected to your digital ID. Your browsing history, your text messages, your social media posts, your passport, your medical records. What?
Isn't that what's going on in China? And now in the UK? Y'all see how the dominoes is falling. Let's keep going.
What you do in your spare time, your very behavior as a human being will be tracked to your digital ID. Your digital ID will be the key that unlocks access to your entire life. But if you misbehave, protest too loudly, Google search the wrong thing, your file will get flagged. Your key gets revoked and you get exiled from the system. It's the same thing they do to foreign countries that don't.
What's going on?
It's being sued, so if you have a Gmail account,
Google got sued and they got a $425 million set. Did you guys know about this? I got Gmail. We'll have to look into this.
you're really going to want to hear this. Gmail has found themselves in a huge lawsuit, and now they owe us $425 million. This is all about Google taking and selling our data to third parties. So even if your cookies were off, you were still being tracked. Google tried to deny it, but the jury said no. Now you may be thinking, everyone has a Gmail account, right? And how many people are going to file for this? Not everyone files. As a matter of fact, out of the 98 million Americans that are affected by this, more than half of them won't even apply for it. Which means if you do file, you could get a pretty decent check. This is showing up coming soon in the settlement app that I use, which is a class action lawsuit app. I'll keep you posted on when it opens, but go on ahead and share this with your family and friends who you know have Gmail accounts. And always remember to hit that follow button to come back for more class action lawsuit news.
Hey.
These Cabbage Patch babies are symbolic. They're telling you that they can grow humans from scratch. And if they're telling you about it, it means they've been doing it for a very long time.
This is the artificial womb facility, a place where humans could be grown entirely from scratch. The devices you see here are called growth pods. Each growth pod is designed to replicate the same conditions that exist inside the mother's uterus. Growth pods are designed to host human fetuses until they are fully developed.
I'll be right
These
back,
artificial
y'all.
wombs are designed to help premature babies to continue developing after their birth. But emerging scientific research is making it possible to use them to create designer humans entirely from scratch.
Manassas, Utah. Mount Nebo, Utah. Mount Pisgah, Utah. Jericho, Utah. South Gilead Way, Utah. Ephraim, Utah. Daniel, Utah. Daddy is short for Daniel. Nephi, Utah. Short for Naphtali. Moab, Utah. Eden, Utah. Goshen, Utah. Jordan, Salt Lake. Mount Carmel Junction, Utah. North Eden Canyon, Utah. Zion Canyon, Utah. Zion National Park, Utah. Benjamin, Utah. Enoch, Utah. Joseph, Utah. Levan, Utah. Providence, Utah. Salem, Utah. Salem, Jerusalem, Utah. Nicknamed Beehive State. There's a mountain in east of Nevada named Mount Moriah, and it is over 12,000 feet high. In Utah, not only is there a river Jordan, but it runs out of a freshwater lake and into the Great Salt Lake, which is remarkably like the Dead Sea. There is also Mount Nebo of the NEB in Utah, approximately 12,000 feet high. So yes, with evidence this strong, the red Judah was in Utah. People try to say that it was the Mormons that gave these places in Utah biblical names to support their position.
Real quick, I keep coming across different videos that keep saying Egypt is in America. Egypt is in America. I know we've been lied to about these maps, right? Shit about everything. I'm gonna have to do a little deep dive. We may have to do a video on that, y'all. Let's keep going.
And Jews. However, this explanation fails miserably, because there are no 12,000 feet high mountains in modern day Israel.
So you want to understand more about mud flood? That's good. That's real good. Alright, listen to this. So, this is what you will see when looking for a mud flood building. Stairs that lead up to a front door, which is actually the second floor, and windows that are buried underground. Those windows underground are actually the same length as the windows you
right
see
here
above ground. And here's another mud flood building, and again, steps that lead up to the front door, which is really the second floor, and windows partly buried underground. And again, no surprises here. Steps that lead up to a front door and windows partly buried under.
A lot of y'all are not aware of it. You might be in the city with a lot of these type of structures that's still around and not even be aware of it.
Ground. And don't get it twisted.
I'm in the
They've
city
converted these
like
into
that.
lower level apartments or basements. But if you keep digging down, you will see the original front door. You see, what they like to do is dig out as much of the building as possible from the mud, then convert a window into a door, and then you'll always have steps that lead up to the front door or steps that lead down. Anytime you come across a building like this, you're dealing with mud flood.
Something to think about, y'all. Just something to think about.
Russia said, y'all gonna learn today.
Huh?
Vladimir Putin said that y'all are gonna learn today. I told y'all that Putin was gonna be putting us on. So Russia just opened its doors to one of the most ancient churches in the land, y'all. And guess what the people found? They were shocked to see that the prophets, and I mean all of the prophets, every single one of them were indigenous. They were copper-colored people. But we in America, we're not surprised. We're not shocked at all, because we've been trying to tell y'all. And it's not like y'all didn't know. Why do you think there was a reason why the doors stayed locked in the churches in the first place? Why do you think y'all were blowing off the noses off the artifacts, huh? Now, things are coming to the surface. The truth is coming to the surface. Putin's saying there will be no more truth staying buried in Russia. And they didn't stop there, y'all. Russia just banned Satanism throughout the whole country. So all you devil worshippers who couldn't pick Christ, when Vladimir Putin seen y'all...
What's going on, y'all?
Your Leviathan update. If you follow me, you know I told you where she was going to move at first, and where is that?
Did he say Leviathan?
Alaska. What's going on in Alaska? Here, let's talk about it. If you see my last video, I showed you all of the earthquakes going on in Alaska. And I told you, this is thawing out. And when she moves, this tail here, in this bend, is where she's going to move. And guess what happened? Yeah, that's what happened. And what's that? A 6.0 earthquake. Right there, you guys. Exactly where I told you she's going to try to move at. All right? Multiple earthquakes in that spot. All right? 1, 2, 3, and a major one. Not to mention that one. That earthquake. She's trying to move, you all. That earthquake.
These videos are for entertainment purposes only. I'm not trying to get you to believe anything. You don't have to believe what you see. It's, like I said, entertainment. But, yeah, pay attention, y'all.
Okay, so what... I mean, how did they... I mean, just look...
Horse and chisel. Remember, horse and chisel.
Sorry, allow me to compose myself. But this has got to be some of the most impressive architecture ever. I've seen some impressive window frames, but this one takes the cake. And you want to tell me?
Horse and chisel. You know, horse and buggy. Let's keep going.
It was designed just to look good? Ah, hell no.
Hell
no. This work of art must have served a purpose. The window frame seems to be based on a Semitic pattern. Was it literally manifested through sound vibration? Not to mention the intricacy witnessed beneath. Hammer and chisel, donkey and cart, my ass. Oh, by the way, this so-called medieval church is found in Nuremberg, Germany. Nuremberg's great, by the way, not too big, but full of old world, advanced-looking architecture. Look at these statues that look as if...
Look at the details of these old world structures.
They've been 3D printed. Look at the size of those doors compared to an average-sized person. Now we're inside. 1, because it's raining outside, and 2, to see this window from the other side. And you see that giant organ just behind, very conveniently located, with the sound vibrations being generated, projected through that window frame. And did this whole building serve as some sort of healing center, raising everyone's vibrations in and outside? As always, got the giant-sized ceilings, and that's the coolest chandelier I've ever seen. This church dates all the way back to 1250, being completed over 200 years later in 1477. But was it built faster than that, with some sort of lost technology?
So, if you've been watching my previous videos, you will know that I explained that they removed 1,000 real years from our timeline and added 1,000 false years of history. And one of the ways they was able to achieve this was by altering dates.
Yeah, I had to sit up for this.
If you look at that building, it says the year 1896. But if you look closely, that 1 is actually a J. J stands for Jesus, and the correct year would be 896 here after Jesus Christ. This is how Christians wrote the year after Jesus, 896. The Orthodox write instead of a J with an X before the year, because Jesus is written there with the initial letter X. If you speak buildings in Russia, for example, you would write X 896. In Arab countries, you spell Jesus with an I, equaling I 896.
I was just thinking in my head, where did the I come from? Because I seen a lot of dates that had I with the digits behind them. And they convert the I into the 1. Like everything they said to us was a lie, y'all.
And all 3 variants, J, X, or I, still was the year 896. So what year are we really in?
Hold on. So, y'all most people know that what year would we claim we're in now is not the same in Ethiopia. I think they're like 6 or 7 years date-wise behind. They got a whole different structure of time calendars. Which one is correct? Like, what? Are we really in the Matrix? The question still remains. What's going on?
You guys gotta look at this before and after video of Cynthia and Revo and
Hollywood is Hollywood for a reason. Peep this.
Ariana Grande before and after the movie Wicked. There is something happening spiritually. Look how afraid
What
she
is
is,
that?
y'all. Look at this. That we cannot see. Look at this.
This is before. I'm gonna periodically pause because I have a feeling I'm gonna get a copyright because of the music, y'all. But bear with me, please. But pay attention what they look like before and then after. I really don't know who they are personally. I'm gonna be honest.
Now what is this that I can't see with ice cold hands sticking hold?
So this is before. This is after. What happened to her?
When God is gone and the devil takes hold, have mercy on your soul.
Y'all see this?
That continues to grow and grow even through this rest or something's bothering her.
Death come to take the soul, leave the body.
Y'all tell me if that's normal. That's normal? If it's normal, put an N in the comment. If it's weird, put a W in the comment, y'all.
Alright, so everybody been wanting to know what I saw.
Yeah, what you see, bro?
Euphrates River.
Euphrates River.
We patrolling on the Euphrates River, and we're in these boats. And we're probably like on the river about 15 or 20 minutes. And a Marine is pointing at something. I'm like, what the fuck is he pointing at? Like, why are you pointing? If I'm pointing at something, I'm shooting it. So, what's the deal, homie? So the guy that's fucking driving the boat, he goes over to like this, I don't even know what the fuck to call it, really. It was like a building on the water that goes underneath the water. It's really weird as hell. But underneath this building, you can see like caverns or like doorways. And while we're going up towards these doorways that we can see really well underneath this water, it's so clear that I can see a whole bunch of shit. And when we get a little bit closer to this, like, this building or this embankment, whatever the fuck you want to call it, we start seeing lights under the water.
Okay, I had to pause because I can't find a good time to pause. I'm enjoying this story as with you guys. But wasn't there something in the Bible that talk about the waters of the Euphrates disappearing, going away, and structures, caves, and things will be revealed? I'm just saying, y'all.
Several lights under the water, and people are starting to freak out. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm not saying nothing because I'm stunned. I'm like, man, what is this shit? That's what I'm saying to myself.
It's my first time seeing this.
So one Marine is so freaked out, he starts to shoot at this shit. He's shooting at lights. These lights, there's probably like maybe 5 or 6 lights. They all come together as one and make some type of sound underneath this water, and it almost flips our fucking boat. But this thing turns into a craft, fucking shoots through the water into one of these caverns. And when we look at where it's going, we see something chained up, and this thing is fucking breathing. I don't know what the fuck it was, but people started shooting the lights out of this thing, and it didn't die, trust me. This thing got mad. So I'm telling the dude that's driving the boat, get us the fuck out of here. This thing almost knocked us off of this fucking thing. It probably was gonna drag us down. So he gets us out of there. And when we go back to the base to debrief, they automatically tell us, nah, this ain't happened. We're not writing this down. What we're gonna say is that we ran into a school of fish that almost knocked us off this fucking boat. Total bullshit.
A school of fish.
And that's not the only thing we seen under there.
That got my mind going, y'all. I really think I need to do a video on Euphrates River and the quote-unquote fallen angels. Y'all let me know in the comments. Should we do a video on Euphrates Rivers and what lies beneath? I like that. Uh-oh, y'all. Big U.S. Navy map of future America. Orange is submerged. Green is future America. Where do you live? Okay, I'm still good. I'm still good. My son is still good, but it's gonna be a bitch trying to get to him. So America becomes 2 islands, and then originally it was Turtle Island. Goodbye, Florida. For entertainment purposes only, y'all.
Somebody got good footage of the clouds flowing over the...
This is spooky. This is spooky. I know we just did the video on AI, so we gotta, use critical thinking, but in the Bible it talks about a will within a will, eyes all around. Peep this, y'all. This shit.
Mountaintops. I want y'all to pay attention to this light right here. Because maybe UFOs could be fallen angels. Because this UFO that you are about to see is exactly how the Bible describes how angels look. I want y'all to pay attention to this. Because you're about to witness something very strange. Look at this. Now you can't tell me that doesn't look scary. Look at that. Right in the clouds. I'm going to show y'all again in slow
Is it
motion.
real or AI?
Exactly.
Put that in the comment.
Now, it's a chance that UFOs could be fallen angels if you look at this video. Now, y'all tell me what y'all think about this, because this right here blew my mind. How is it possible for an Amtrak train filled with 253 passengers to just vanish? So get this shit. Allegedly, an Amtrak train leaves St. Louis going to Chicago, and his shit winds up missing. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit. Listen to what this man say.
I just realized I had this earlier. We're going to skip ahead a little bit.
It's not on us. Don't sound right. As soon as I hear more about this shit, I'm gonna let you know what happened. I'm out.
Okay, so now you're telling me that one of the things we're being told is that one of the reasons all the plane crashes have been happening is because Earth's North Pole, the same North Pole that's been there since I've been born, I've been alive, has now shifted and has made its way towards Siberia. And if that isn't interesting enough, Siberia, 13 different viruses have been dug up that's been under the ice for a very, very long time. But one of those in particularly is causing a little bit of concern within the scientific community because it's categorized as the zombie virus. Now, I don't know what in The Last of Us is happening around us, but that seems a little bit alarming. So yeah,
What in the daisy is going on? Again, these videos is only a couple of clips I've actually watched. 90% of these I haven't seen, so I'm going through this with you guys. What? Like, what?
Learned in the news today is that the reason the plane crashes are happening is because the North Pole has changed. Now, I don't know how Santa feels about that. I don't know how I feel about that. But have you heard this? Have you not heard this? Let's have this conversation today because I feel like there's a lot to be unearthed here. Unearthed. Pun intended. But drop it in the comments. And once again, anything we talk about is for education, learning, conversation, and entertainment purposes only. But I kind of want to know what you guys think about this.
Not first time hearing about that, buddy. I don't know nothing about that.
So allegedly, y'all, the world is ending again. Now, that's not coming from me. That's coming from this man from Ghana named Igbo Noah. And guess what, y'all? Speaking of Noah, he's building the Noah Ark, modern day. I lied to y'all not. He's real live building Noah's Ark with his bare hand. This man is not rich, y'all. He's building it with all wood. This is it right here, y'all. Now, I don't know how much people he think he gonna be able to fit in there, but he allegedly said upwards of 600 million people. And the reason why he's building this, y'all, is because he said he got a sign from God. God told him that the world is ending on December 25th, 2025. That's Christmas. I'm not saying the world is ending, and I'm not saying it ain't. You already know we've been going through a lot this year, so would it really surprise me? No. But I doubt it. You got a lot of people saying he crazy, and then you got a lot of people saying he's not crazy, and he really telling the truth. So I need y'all to jump down in the comments and let me know. Do y'all think this man is really on to something, like he really had that vision and God told him? Or do y'all think he maybe just, I don't know.
And y'all don't get too hyped about that 25, 25, 25. We had 12, 12, 12, 11, 11, 11.
From the ages past, yeah. That is why your name, Oluwa, is forevermore. You have been faithful, Lord.
I don't know about this, y'all. Who gonna take a trip? Who getting a ticket? Which one of y'all getting on that boat?
That is why your name, is forevermore.
I don't know about that one, y'all. I don't know about that, y'all. I don't even know about the singing. Do I want to? I don't want to skip ahead. Respect to the art, the creator. Oh shit, this is his TikTok. Igbo Noah, huh? Alrighty then.
I'm about to show you why you don't eat everything. Pay attention. I've been telling y'all this for a minute. Pay attention. Yo, here's why. Here's why you don't eat everything. Here's why. Here's why you don't eat everything. See that? Honey flavored cheese curls. Peep this. Y'all see these, right? Pay real close attention. Pay real close attention. This is just a simple cheese curl. Watch what happens to this cheese curl when you put it in fire. Pay real close attention to what happens to the cheese curl when you put it in fire.
supposed to burn, right?
Keep watching, keep watching. You see that? These are cheese curls. There's no lighter fluid. The fire's already there. That's cheese curls. These are cheese curls. This is not the charcoal. These are the cheese curls. This is why we say we have to be extremely careful what we put into.
Is it just that particular brand, or is it all across the board? That's the question I'm having now. Besides what was used to make, we might have to do another deep dive, y'all.
Our bodies. I'm letting you see this whole thing because, again, cheese curls. And look at the flame that's coming from these particular cheese curls.
I don't believe I ever had that kind, but I've had
these are the problems
cheese
that we don't see, that nobody wants to really inform us about. And notice how they're burning. Notice how they're burning.
Utz?
Notice how they're burning. So be careful.
Frito-Lay?
That's why you got to watch what you eat. Pay attention. There's
Cheetos?
more coming. Subscribe. Stay tuned. Follow up.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy. What is this? It's the bubbles under the skin. But like, is that even skin? Like, what is that?
What is it? Like, look at that. And then you pull it and it's just slimy.
Ew, it's just gooey.
Y'all, what the the only reason I'm tripping right now because I literally just cleaned some, and it was, I think I'm gonna be sick, y'all. Damn.
My time is coming to an end, but I don't want you to lose focus. I want you to know that this is an official CIA document. We got leaked on Google a couple years back. And the thing is, no matter whether you believe me or not, this is exactly what's happening. But it's not like you think. I think that somebody hears it and they think, well, maybe the whole burger's made of that. No. They're using this as fillers. They're filling food.
How can this
That's
be the
how
only
they're
thing that's
keeping it
killing me
going.
when the shit
How
they're
else
feeding
would
us
they
is
feed
killing us?
as many people as they do a day? Just think about somebody like McDonald's. Every town in every state almost has one, 2, 3. Even when I used to live in, it had like 4 or 5. Y'all, they don't gotta hide it from you because there's nothing you can do. And I know you don't want to hear that. There's only one option in stopping this. But it's not just about this. It's about everything.
Wow.
And I'm going to give you one more tip. Because I might not be able to talk again. When they tell you to leave a gravesite after the person's funeral is over, don't leave. Don't you ever leave. Because that is exactly what they're trying to do. Have a great...
Yo, these are some of the craziest videos that's on the internet. And as you can see, some of them kept me up at night. This is crazy, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Help your boy grow. We trying to get to 1,000. YouTube won't let me become partnership, so I need you guys to help me out. Don't forget, share the video. Let's break the algorithm. Let's try to get at least 10 likes on this video, y'all. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Love you, and I'll see you next time.